Hey guys, welcome back to Run, Stretch, Succeed here. Today we're going to do a little update video on how training's going for Leeds to Liverpool ultramarathon, what's 130 miles, what I'm doing in August in under 14 weeks now. So it's getting very realistic, it's getting very hot in the UK, it's becoming very hard to train at certain times. So I'm going to take you on a little run walk while I try to get my mileage up this week, and I'm going to take you to Hall Artisan Market because I thought it'd be interesting. It's something a bit different of small businesses, what you might want to buy from, I guess. So if you like ultra running videos or running videos, just hit that subscribe button, and if you can, give this video a like because it does really help the channel. So let's get going and I'll tell you what's happening with my training at the moment. Start off going over what have been the negatives and what have been the positives of my last couple of weeks of training. So the biggest negative is obviously the heat. Obviously the other week when I did the come train with me for a week blog, because it was that warm, I feel like I just ran out of electrolytes. It was really impossible. No, it was just going to start being this hot at that moment in time. Feel properly, it was making me feel quite sick and stuff. So obviously I've started taking electrolytes quite regular, especially since I've been running so much. And to be honest, even that was an issue, I feel like I've sorted it out, and I actually feel like I can cope with the sun running a lot more than I could do. There would be no way I would even be able to consider running on a day like this, like a couple of years ago. Maybe even consider walking. So I guess that's really good. So even that there is a bit of a negative, it was a negative what I could fix and actually deal with. So the positives are, I've done my first 100-mile week, what was last week, and I have dropped the mileage down this week because I wanted to heal more. I would have loved to do another 100 miles. So I'm going to do about 60 miles this week, but that is still really high intensity compared to a lot of weeks I do. But I did feel okay. I just felt like I needed to let my body recover quite a bit. And yeah, I feel like that's really good. Also at the end of the 100-mile week, I felt quite okay. Even that I did my first 100-mile training week last week, I was really strong by the end of it. I was still hitting like 8-minute miles when I was running. It was just like, it was so hot I had to keep stopping. But it's a really good sign that I can actually get to that speed. To be honest, even that I did 100 miles last week, I probably could have PB'd that race. What's a really good sign, because I wasn't that sore after the race. I could walk. I wasn't overly tired to a point. I had a bit of sunstroke and that was really it. The day after I just got up, I went to the water station at Amberswood 10k and I ran it there, and then I did a little run after that, and I think that's such a good sign that I'm not getting so fatigued and sore or really bad DOMs. So hopefully my training is going really well, and I feel like the strength work is actually helping so much, to the point where, yeah, I feel like the strength training is helping so much. So how is my training going to change since my training is going so well? Because obviously if it's going so well and I'm not getting sore and I don't think I'm going to become injured, I'm going to add stuff to my training. So obviously every week I can't do a 100-mile training week. It's just impossible with my job and how much fitness and how much hybrid fitness I have to fit into my routine. So I feel like I'm going to just put some speed training in. I think I'm going to go tonight because I can just kind of slip that in when it's not too warm and the sun's not up so much. And also it's just something easy to put in because I haven't got a lot of time on my plate, because obviously training for something like this is very, very time consuming, I guess. So basically that's all I'm going to add. I do want to try to do at least another 300-mile training weeks, and also on them training weeks I'm hoping it'll get easier and easier to fit it in, because obviously if I can hit like an 8-minute mile through most of the sessions and keep it at that pace, obviously my endurance will be building. Obviously on the day I don't want to hit an 8-minute mile, because that's just going to wreck my legs. It'll make me super tired and probably completely burn me out, because that's just what happens. We don't want to go too fast. I'd rather try to do a negative split, what's probably not possible, but I'd rather save that energy and use it at the end. I feel like I made that really complicated to understand, but I'm literally trying to figure out what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, I guess. So literally next week my plan could change completely depending how this speed session comes up, because when I used to do speed training I would feel like I was going to injure myself, but because I built the strength from the strength training, I feel like my muscles will keep more. I feel like my joints, oh god, it's fucking muddy. Jesus Christ. I don't know where I am. I'm lost. Yeah, I used to feel like my joints and my muscles wouldn't hold together so well. So hopefully I should feel a lot better and be able to not feel like I'm going to get injured, and also get that speed better, so that on the day I feel a lot better at the pace I'm going to do. Clips of the artisan market. So obviously it's just loads of little homemade local stalls. It was quite good actually. I didn't get anything. I think I should have gone earlier, as it was kind of being packed up and done and over with. All the food was kind of gone. Obviously it's a really hot day and people are probably getting ready for work tomorrow, but that soap stall I've just put on is, I've got really bad like eczema on my skin, and she has a soap what is the oat one, and that actually really helps with my skin. Skin's just really red anyway because I'm just pale, but it does help. So what is my plans actually for the next couple of weeks? And on race day I'm just going to try to get a bit faster, so my training runs are faster, try to get as many 100 miles in as possible and not become injured. On race day I kind of want to do the 50 miles in, yeah. So on race day I want to try to do the first 50 miles in. Race day I really want to do the first 100 miles in less than 24 hours like last year. I'm going to try to do the first 50 in 10 hours, what is totally possible depending on the conditions of the day, but it's totally possible for me. So I feel like I'm on good set for that. I did obviously do the Kendall, so I did Kendall to Preston last week. If you've not seen that video and vlog, it's here. It was absolutely amazing race. I actually could not recommend it anymore. I'm definitely think I'm going to do that one next year. Would love to do the lap again because I want to go back and see how much I've grown since last time I did it, but I did really like Kendall to Preston and it was just a lot more easier to get to. They put a coach on from Preston, and obviously at the end of the race I just got train back from Preston and everything was just dead easy to get there and back. There was no it was really unfussy because where I live, so that's a big plus as well with that. I felt totally okay, as I've said, after that race, so I'm assuming that I will be okay doing 10-minute miles for the first 50 on a week where I've obviously tapered for the race. On a week where I've obviously tapered for the race, the only thing I'm wondering is, when should I taper? So I'm unsure whether to do it in 2 stages. So whether to do it like a taper and go down to like 75 miles and then go down to 50 miles and then go down to like 25 miles before the race. And I think that's going to be the way I'm going to do it, as it probably will get hotter in the UK, and to be honest, I think that would be really good. Obviously I can do other bits of training. I'll probably put a bit of speed training in because I'm running less mileage, and just look after my body and try to eat healthy as possible. So yeah, so I'm guessing that's really it. So I guess that's really it for this video. The video is quite short, I think. Sometimes they're not when I think they are. But I'm quite excited to see how well I can do, because I feel like I'm so much stronger than last time I did it 3 years ago. Obviously some of you were watching this channel then, and I feel like you probably can see the growth as well. If you did like this video, please come and subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, it really helps out. And actually, when would you taper and how would you do it? Put it in the comments so I can get some feedback. Do you think my idea is a good idea, or do you think it's kind of a bad idea? I don't really know. I'm not tapered that much. I kind of just try to do the best I can on the day. So guys, I guess I'll see you next time. So it'll either be a week of training with me vlog, or it will be a mountain marathon, I think, because I've got a mountain marathon next month, what is Helvellyn, and I can't wait to get back there because I did a race near winter, so it should be good to do a really hilly one in summer. So I guess I'll see you then.